Preface of Key to the Science of Theology. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Frontispiece. Fly, fly, these thoughts on the lightning car with the speed of light to the realms afar. Mount, mount the car with the horse of fire. Outstrip the wind, he will never tire. Let the wild bird scream as he lags behind, and the hurricane a champion find. Search the darkest spot where mortals dwell, with a voice of thunder the tidings tell. Proclaim the dawn of a brighter day, when the King of Kings shall his sceptre sway. Bid pain and anguish and sorrow cease, and open the way for the Prince of Peace. He will conquer death, bid mourning flee, and give to the nations a jubilee. Key to the Science of Theology, designed as an introduction to the first principles of spiritual philosophy, religion, law, and government, as delivered by the ancients, and as restored in this age for the final development of universal peace, truth, and knowledge, by Parley P. Pratt. O truth divine, what treasures unrevealed in thine exhaustless fountains are concealed! Words multiplied, how powerless to tell the infinitude with which our bosoms swell. Preface. The present is an age of progress, of change, of rapid advance, and of wonderful revolutions. The very foundations of society, social, political, commercial, moral, and religious, seem to be shaken as with a mighty earthquake, from center to circumference. All things tremble, creation groans, the world is in travail and pains to be delivered. A new era has dawned upon our planet and is advancing with accelerated force, with giant strides. The railroads and the steamboats, with their progressive improvements in speed, safety, and convenience, are extending and multiplying the means of travel, of trade, of association and intercommunication between countries whose inhabitants have been comparatively unknown to, or estranged from, each other. But as if even these means were too slow for the godlike aspirations, the mighty throes of human thought, and its struggles for light and expansion, man seizes the lightning, tames and subdues it, and makes it the bearer of his thoughts and despatches. While these things are in progress by one portion of mankind, another learns to seize and control a sunbeam, in a manner subservient to the progress of the fine arts, and by which means a man performs in a minute the work which a short time since would have employed the most active years of a lifetime. While every science, every art is being developed, while the mind is awakened to new thought, while the windows of heaven are opened, as it were, and the profound depths of human intellect are stirred, moved from the foundation on all other subjects, religious knowledge seems at a standstill. The creeds of the fathers seem to have been cast in the mold of other ages, to be adapted to a more narrow sphere of intellectual development, and to be composed of material too much resembling cast iron, or at least not sufficiently elastic to expand with the expansion of mind, to grow with the growth, and advance with the progressive principles of the age. For these reasons, perhaps more than any other, the master spirits of the age are breaking loose from the old moorings, and withdrawing from established and venerated systems, by which means society is distracted, divided, broken up, thrown as it were into a chaos of confused, disorganized individualization, without a standard or rallying point, without a nucleus by which to concentrate or reorganize this chaotic mass, these atoms of thought. One thing is certain, according to ancient prophecy, and agreeable to the general expectation of this and other ages, the day approaches which will flood the earth with the pure principles of religious knowledge, a day when none will have to teach his neighbors, saying, Know ye the Lord, for all persons shall know him, from the least to the greatest. It should be a matter of serious thought and investigation, without respect to party, sect, or creed, whether there should not, in the very nature of present circumstances and future millennial hopes, be an entire remodeling or reorganization of religious society, upon the broad basis of revealed knowledge, tangible fact, and philosophical, scientific, and spiritual truth, a universal standard of immutable truth, instead of numberless systems founded on uncertainty, opinion, mere human impression, or conjecture. Can anything short of such a standard unite society, enlighten the world, establish real peace, brotherhood, and fellowship, and put a final end to all religious ignorance, superstition, jargon, or discord? Is not a difference of opinion or a disagreement on any given subject a proof positive of existing ignorance, or want of light or information on the part of the parties disagreeing? If so, the present age is certainly in the dark, or in a great measure ignorant on religious subjects. A knowledge of the truth can alone bring the desired union, and bid discord cease. If the Scriptures be true, it is not religious opinion which will cover the earth, and universally pervade every bosom, but it is a knowledge, the knowledge of God. God is truth. To know Him is to know the truth. The present volume aims to embody, in a concise and somewhat original manner and style, a general view of the science of theology, as gathered from revelation, history, prophecy, reason, and analogy. If the work proves an introductory key to some of the first principles of the divine science of which it treats, if it serves to open the eyes of any of his fellow men on the facts of the past, the present, and the future, if it leads to investigation and inquiry, and calls public attention to the greater and more particular truths which have been or are about to be revealed as a standard by which to unite the people of all nations and of all religions upon the rock, the sure foundation of divine, eternal, uncreated, infinite, and exhaustless truth, it will have accomplished the end aimed at by the author. End of preface.